For some of us, myself included, getting up in the morning is not complete without coffee. Coffee is the stimulant of choice for people worldwide, and today we are going to enjoy a steaming hot cup of weird on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. As far as morning ritual addictions go, coffee's my go-to. Whole milk to Splenda. That's how I take it. How do you take yours? Let me know in the comments right after you subscribe. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we should all know. Coffee is a popular beverage made from roasted coffee beans, which are the seeds of the coffea plant. The coffea plant produces berries, commonly known as coffee cherries, and the seeds inside these cherries are processed and roasted to create coffee. There are several species of the coffea plant, but the most commonly used for commercial coffee production are Coffea arabica and Coffea robusta. Weird thing number 5. Where does coffee come from? It came from an energetic discovery. So the story goes that a goat herder in Ethiopia named Kaldi noticed his goats becoming unusually energetic after eating berries from a certain tree. Intrigued, he tried the berries himself and experienced a similar burst of energy, leading to the discovery of coffee. Now, according to legend, Kaldi's discovery caught the attention of monks in a nearby monastery, and they started using the berries to make a drink that helped them stay awake and alert during long hours of evening prayers and meditation. The energizing effects of coffee were eventually attributed to the caffeine content in the beans. This discovery marked the beginning of coffee as a beverage consumed for its stimulating properties, and it eventually spread across different cultures and regions throughout the world. Weird thing number 4. Defecation coffee. Kopi Luwak is a type of coffee that is made using a civet, which is a small mammal found in parts of Asia and Africa. The process involves the following steps. Civets consume the ripe coffee cherries, which are the fruit that contains the coffee beans. The cherries go through the civet's digestive system. During the process, the cherry's pulp is digested, and the beans inside are naturally fermented. Now, the beans are then collected from the feces of the civet. This collection is usually done in the wild, but there are also farms that keep civets in captivity for just this purpose. After collection, the beans are thoroughly cleaned, fermented, dried, roasted, and ground to produce coffee. Now, Kopi Luwak is considered one of the most expensive coffees globally due to its unique production process. Advocates claim that the fermentation of the civet's digestive system imparts distinctive flavors to the coffee beans. However, the ethics of Kopi Luwak production have been a subject of controversy, as there are concerns about the treatment of civets in captivity and the impact on wild populations. I'm a little iffy about drinking defecation roasts. Weird thing number 3. Unusual uses for coffee. Used coffee grounds can be repurposed as a natural exfoliant for the skin. The coarse texture of the coffee grounds helps to remove dead skin cells, leaving the skin feeling smoother. Some people use coffee grounds as a base for do-it-yourself exfoliating scrubs by mixing them with ingredients like coconut oil or yogurt. And while coffee is notorious for staining fabrics, it can also be used for removing stains. The acidic nature of coffee makes it effective for breaking down stains on certain surfaces. Some people use a mixture of coffee and water to soak or scrub stained items like clothing, dishes, particularly for lighter stains. And coffee's strong aroma can be harnessed as a natural deodorizer. Placing dried coffee grounds in an open container in the refrigerator, freezer, or in other spaces with lingering odors can help absorb and neutralize unwanted smells. It's an eco-friendly alternative to commercial deodorizers. Thing number 2, the big business of coffee. The global coffee market is a multi-billion-dollar industry. According to market research, the worldwide coffee market is substantial, with estimates ranging around 100 billion to well over 200 billion annually. This includes the entire value chain from coffee bean production to retail sales and international trade. Several major multinational corporations play a dominant role in the coffee business. Companies like Nestle, JAB Holding Company, which owns brands like Keurig, Peet's Coffee, others, and Starbucks are key players in the industry. These corporations not only operate extensive retail networks, but also influence the entire supply chain through sourcing, processing, and distribution. Coffee is actively traded on commodities exchanges, where it is treated like a commodity alongside other goods. The price of coffee is subject to market forces, and investors engage on futures trading to speculate on future price movements. The commodities trading aspect adds a financial dimension to the coffee industry, and the volatility in coffee prices can have a significant implications for both producers and consumers. And finally, weird thing number 1, coffee crime. In 2018, Colombian authorities arrested members of a criminal gang involved in a unique coffee-related crime. The gang was accused of smuggling cocaine inside coffee beans. They allegedly used a special process to infuse the coffee beans with liquid cocaine, creating a novel method for drug trafficking. The scheme aimed to exploit the familiarity of Colombian coffee shipments and avoid suspicion. In 2017, a man in the United States attempted a bizarre coffee shop robbery prank. He entered a coffee shop wearing a mask, carrying a toy gun, intending to scare customers and employees. However, plan backfired when the coffee shop's owner confronted him with a real gun. The man was subsequently apprehended, and it turned out to be a misguided attempt at humor, and if I had to call it, I'd say it was a dumb TikTok video gone wrong. In 2016, a man in the UK was convicted of a coffee cup con. He used coffee cups with false bottoms to hide small amounts of drugs. Now, the cups appeared normal, but the false bottoms allowed him to transport illegal substances freely in the public without arousing suspicion of authorities. Well, that's it for today's episode. Hope you liked it. I know I did. I've always had a special place in my heart for coffee. As always, got something to say? Say it in the comments. Today's code word is roasted. Put that in the comments to get some side-eye happy from me. Take care. Have a great night.